What is up, fellas? I did not think I was going to be making a video today. I'm probably way too fucking hyped up right now. Don't even ask what I'm wearing. I literally, as I mentioned, had no idea I was going to be making a video today. I just randomly decided on it, and I don't have an essential item that every girl is supposed to have right now, so I just decided to put on as many layers of shirts as I possibly could. And this is why you're seeing this hideous vest with this hideous shirt. Anyway, I think that this looks like something that some dumb anime girl would wear, so I can get away with it. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of like gameplays recently. Like, I know that you guys are probably like, why the hell is she doing Sea of Thieves playthroughs when she's supposed to be doing art? Yeah, I've wondered the same thing myself. But I had this sketchbook here, and I was thinking that I could kind of do a sketchbook tour for you guys. I kind of already did one in my introduction, but this, I mean, I don't want to say it's recent, because it's definitely not recent, but it's more recent than the last one I showed. And it has a lot more completed drawings, I guess you could say. Like, they were drawings that I intended to complete. That other sketchbook was kind of like a sketchbook. This one I took a little bit more seriously, even though my skill level was pretty bad. But yeah, I thought it would be really cool to show you guys something, and I've really been wanting to make a video. I'm not sure what kind of videos to make. I do have some, like, ideas. Like, I actually have this whole list here of videos I've been wanting to make. One of which is, like, kind of like giving advice on how to write sad scenes, and developing different story arcs throughout a comic and all that sort of jazz. But I feel like I used to, I don't know, be bad at making YouTube videos, but after making a few, I realized that it's actually just as easy as, I don't know, just talking. I overthought it a lot before, but I think I'm better at it now, so I should just get over it and make those videos already. Definitely comment and let me know what you guys would like to see. If you want me to keep posting sketchbook tours, say so. I've really been wanting to do speed paints, but I haven't really figured out how to do it yet, so if you have advice on that, feel free to give it to me. Aside from that, let me know if you guys want me to, like, review different comics, or if you want me to give my advice on how to write certain scenes, or how to write a character, anything like that. And I'll go ahead and do that for you guys, because I've been wanting to write it a lot myself. In fact, write it? Record it? I don't fucking, whatever. Okay, I just used a cuss word on YouTube because of you guys. Stop that. Anyway, I talk a lot. And I hear somebody outside playing the piano, so it's really sidetracking me. Anyway, point is, I need to be working on this. Anyway, I was going to say that I've been really wanting to make how to write a good character sort of videos. So I might actually do that right after I finish recording this while I have the time. Anyway, let's get right into this. So this, look at this. It's actually the back cover of the front of this. The story behind this was, I used to do Nuzlocke, if you guys don't know, and I would kind of make comics for the Nuzlocke. This comic never came out, but it was for Alpha Sapphire, and I don't know, I had a lot of it planned out. Like, I literally had the entire story written out in script format, but I never got around to writing it because I felt the strong need to write another story first, which I lost the views for and just completely stopped working on to go to War Demon instead. So, like, I've debated on recycling ideas from that comic, but I feel like it's just best to kind of, like, let it die off as its own thing, because as an artist, I think it's very important for me to know how to create my own new ideas, you know? Like, if I get stuck on reusing old ideas that I never ended up using, I'm never gonna learn to make new ideas. I don't know. God, with my hair in the way and this puffy stuff, you can like hardly tell I have shoulders. That's a good thing I have these holes, just to show you that I do. Alright, this is Kieran. He was from a roleplay I had, and he's an evil bastard. I won't explain him too much because I spent a lot of time explaining it. This is a sketchbook tour, not a talking tour. This is just flat out bad. I hate this drawing so bad. Here, let's see if I can get that straight. Yeah, there it is. You can tell my drawing sucked back at this time. Yeah, I don't even need to explain why, it's just bad. But anyway, he's a character from a novel I kind of have been working on. This guy, his name is Leo. He's another character from a roleplay. He kind of is stuck on the idea of him being like a superhero. He goes around like flaunting around his powers and thinks that it's like super cool. He's actually a really nice and socially awkward guy, but when he's out doing his hero work, he's like very outgoing and outspoken because he just loves his power. It's like what makes him happy. And these are characters from that same roleplay. This was his teacher and the person who gave him his powers. These two are... Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, this guy, his teacher, and the guy that I showed originally, Leo, they both control the dark element. This guy here, he controlled the earth element, and then this was just his sister. She controlled the light element, and then she died, and so she took over. And he is her sort of guardian for the wind element. It was a really nice roleplay. I've actually debated on making a comic of it, but I have a lot of pride when it comes to that sort of thing, and I would hate to use somebody else's character. When I make a comic, I want it to be completely all of my ideas and all my characters, all of that stuff. Like, I don't want to, you know, just take somebody else's character, even if they give me permission, which all of these people did, by the way. I debated really hard on making it, so I had asked everyone already. They all gave me permission. I just felt that it was wrong. Like, in my prideful artist heart, I just can't go about doing it. And these are more characters. This was the water not the water guardian. This was the water person who had their powers passed down onto them by a different guardian. This was the main bad guy. This is a police officer who was kind of helping the people with powers look into her and stuff. She's the earth guardian, super nice person. She's the water guardian, and he is the fire, not guardian, but the person who was given his powers. This was a drawing I never finished. Kind of wish I did. It's not the best picture, but it was erased. And I love his animated death. I'm not obsessed with it now like I used to be, but it definitely has a place in my heart as a super sad anime. It's really nice. I like this one. So this one was kind of based off of like a Fushigi Yugi-like style, if you guys know that anime. It's a 90s anime. Kind of like a harem anime, but like a good one. A reverse harem anime. But the artists who draws Fushigi, they do like a lot of weird backgrounds and symbolism and stuff. Like they'll draw like a character just sitting like with a bunch of flowers and stuff. And so I kind of based that off that with the flowers coming out the sides and the petals falling down. But these were two more characters from one of my Nuzlocke comics. She is based off of a Hobbit. He is based off of Marie. And they were just a really cute couple. I wish I'd gotten to show them, but, you know, I didn't because War Demon. Again, with that whole pride thing, that's another reason why I stopped working on my Nuzlocks, is because I always had that pride of, like, Pokemon doesn't belong to me. Like, I may have created this whole, like, really intense storyline, that's completely original, but the fact is it was based off of Pokemon, and I just don't feel that that's something I want to do. I want everything to be like mine. I want my own characters, my own story, my own everything. I don't want to have to give credit to anyone else. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that most artists can agree with me on that. Like, there's a certain pride that comes with creating your work, and it's just, it feels pointless when you kind of like, I don't know, ignore that pride. This was from a part of the Nuzlocke that I actually had released online, and I'm really sorry to people who actually did read this and were fans. I know I didn't have many who like commented, but I do know there were a decent bit of people reading it who never commented. I just, you know, I went on to do bigger and better things, but I do kind of wish that I continued on with this, and I have debated on continuing on uploading those pages online. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. Ooh, this is good. I really shouldn't show this because, like I was just saying, I might release those pages in the future because I already have like about 20 done that I never released. So I was thinking about releasing them and maybe working on it in my free time. And for like extra comic experience too. It might just be a fun idea. So I'm thinking about doing it. Basically, this page here that I'm not showing you has a bunch of different Pokemon that I caught, and they're all just dying, and I'm drawing out different ways that they die. Because, spoiler alert, about like 20 to 30 of my Pokemon die in this Nuzlocke, so I wanted to come up with new creative ways of killing them all, which sounds really fucking dark and morbid, but you know, like, I didn't want to just have like every Pokemon being like smashed into a wall or something. I wanted to come up with like creative ways. Like this one was like, I don't know, like ripped apart. This one was punched to death. Something like that. You know, just keeping the originality. This was another character from my Nuzlocke. I won't say much about her, but I like her a lot. She's kind of like a murderer, obviously. I think you guys can all tell what Pokemon she's supposed to be. If you don't, then you know nothing about Pokemon. She's a freaking, like, Magneton or whatever. Magneton is the second form, right? I think so. Another drawing I didn't complete. It was, again, from that Nuzlocke. When I was working on the sketchbook, I was kind of obsessed with that Nuzlocke, because that was like the thing I was doing. War Demon wasn't even an idea at this point in time, so my life kind of revolved around creating these Nuzlocke stories. Okay, anyway, this one is pretty cool. This was not a comic that I was like working on or anything. This was just kind of like a quick fan comic that was probably going to be about 5 pages, although I never finished it. It was based on a roleplay I had. I roleplayed Quicksilver on Tumblr for a while, and there was this person I roleplayed with who played a female Gambit, and it was really weird because I actually don't ship Quicksilver and Gambit. I think that they're just friends, if even that. They kind of hate each other. But anyway, like, actually, I'll just keep it on the camera because I feel like you guys should be able to focus on the details while I'm talking. It happened out of nowhere. Like, we were just role playing, everything was all chill, and then randomly it just sort of became a thing. Like, they just fit together, and their relationship was really cute. So I started working on this comic, and it was really cute. I never went anywhere though. That was the only page. Random sketches, some of which are from the Nuzlocke, but you guys don't need to know what I do. God, I can't get over my outfit. Look at me. I'm like a freaking anime girl. Like an ugly anime girl. Because, like, I don't think any anime girl would wear this color palette. Maybe if this was black, it would be cute. Anyway. God, see, I'm turning even my clothes into art right now. If you guys remember Jade, he's my mercenary character from a roleplay I'm in. This was kind of a weird drawing. I was trying to be dramatic and have his, like, him pointing his gun at somebody, but it just looks, it came out kind of weird. Here, I'll zoom in. Yay! He's gonna kill you. Now look into his dead eyes. I can't zoom in. Okay, anyway, yeah, this was Jade. He's from a roleplay I'm in. I've shown you him before, but you may or may not remember. He is one of my favorite OCs that I've ever made, so I love him to death. And this girl, she was from the same roleplay as Jade, but she's like a more normal girl. She was just like a kind of like rich bitch teen, also like a dancer, like a dancer who actually dances, not like a sexual dancer. Anyway, I think this picture up here is really cute. I kind of miss her as a character. I actually killed her off because I didn't have the muse to play her anymore for, you know, some reasons that I won't be explaining here, but God, just looking at her, I love her to death. I miss her. Here it is. My infamous circle practice. This actually isn't a part of the sketchbook. It's just there. I don't know why, actually, now that I think about it. Man, and I just dropped it. Oh well, I'll let it go for now. This was Leanne. She's from the roleplay that I mentioned earlier with the superhero guy. She was the cop that was trying to help them stop the bad guy and stuff like that. I think this picture is kind of cute. I don't really know how I feel about the other one. Ugly Quicksilver. Ugly Quicksilver. You can see I'm going through my, one of my Marvel obsession stages. I kind of go through an obsessed Marvel phase every time a new movie comes out, so it's not really surprising. Marvel is something I always love to death, but, like, it's only when a new movie comes out that I literally go crazy and start drawing a bunch of fan art. But anyway, this was a drawing I started of Matt Murdock. That's his name, right? Yeah, Matt Murdock. I never finished the drawing, though. I was going to draw Fisk, too, but it never happened. This was a more comic-inspired Quicksilver. Well, I mean, not inspired. It literally is comic Quicksilver. This was a drawing that I had literally copied off of a reference picture online. So there's nothing really original about it. I was just using the image to practice kind of like shading and stuff. I was really proud of this when I first made it. Now I think it's kind of stupid because I like had no idea what I was doing with the shading. But let's just say for my skill level at the time, I'm really happy that I drew that because I feel like it gave me a lot of confidence that I can really draw anything as long as I take my time. And I remember specifically that drawing I was really psyched about because it actually only took me an hour to draw that, and I don't know, at this point in time, or at that point in time, which was like a few years ago, I think, actually, one of these drawings just had the date on it. Yeah, that was June 2016 that I drew that. So it was like 2 years ago, but at that point in time, I didn't take drawing as seriously. Like, I did take it seriously, but not as seriously as I do now. Like, I basically act like it's my job at this point. God, why am I still talking? Jesus Christ, let's just go on with it. Oh, I talk too much. I'm so sorry, you guys. I kind of like the sound of my own voice. This is, freaking, what's her name? Psylocke from X-Men. I didn't like that drawing, by the way. I just felt I should tell you that. This one, however, okay, so this is when War Demon all started to begin. This was a drawing I made of Esno. And again, I was practicing sort of comic-styled shading. It's alright. It was alright for my skill level at the time, I'd say. This was July 2016. I was kind of working on a comic, just like a little short comic thing. It was going to be a sort of like 4th of July thing that had to do with the storyline, which I won't say because it's spoilers for the comic, but it was pretty cool. The drawings were bad though. My dog is staring at me. You know what? You guys deserve to see my dog. One sec. Ow. I bumped my head. Okay. You see this? That's my doggy. You guys get to meet my doggy. Oh, that was cute. Oh, she showed that on video. Aw. Oh. Oh. She's like, put me down, please. She's so precious. I think she peed on my floor earlier, though, so that's pretty upsetting. Okay. Anyway, you guys probably saw this, like a split second of it. This is Esno again. This was kind of when I was working on his design and trying to create sort of like profile picture of him and a front picture of him to sort of serve as reference for the future. I think it's very obvious I didn't know much about anatomy and proportions at this time. You know, you can kind of just see it. I do think his design, when I first created it, was a lot sharper. People in the comments on Webtoon always make jokes about how much of a villain Esno looks like. Like, he goes around calling himself, like, this, you know, this great prince who's going to, like, fix his country. Yet he's running around looking like a villain. But let's just say this design looks a lot more villainous than what I have now. This was Duvall. Originally, he was going to have black hair, which was slowly, like, turning gray. Like, literally, over time, his hair was starting to turn white, and so it would phase from, like, gray to white, whatever. But I think white-haired anime boys are too typical, so I really wanted to keep him to his black hair, to be honest with you. Sorry, there's a lot of trash drawings that I really don't even want to show because they're incomplete. This was something I'd entered a contest with. I think I'm slightly proud of this just in the sense that I really went outside of my comfort zone with it. Like, you can see that this, more than, like, the other drawings that I flipped past, you can definitely see that I tried to focus a lot more on, like, clothes and stuff. But there's one bad thing about this drawing that I don't think anybody could look past. It's pretty simple. I'll give you a hint. That mouth. It should be, like, over here, but no, it's, like, all the way over there. This one, I actually like a lot more, except for there's the same problem with the mouth not being in the right place. This was for the same contest, but with, a different person's, or, I mean, it was the same person, but another batch of their OCs that I wanted to draw together. I really tried with the background, but I wasn't good at it at the time, and, oh yeah, this was in the time I was still using Prisma-colored markers. Now I use Copics. For anybody who doesn't know, Prismas are fine and all, but Copics are way, way better. So, like, if you use Prismas and you struggle with creating backgrounds, I think it's good to remember that Copics would really help you, you know? Like, you might think you're bad at backgrounds, but it might just be your markers failing you. I don't know. I mean, I can't really talk. I feel like it's kind of like a professional could use any kind of drawing utensil and they could still pull it off. God, I can't talk. Okay. This was me as a, like, sort of like Fire Emblem-like OC. I was kind of like putting myself in like a fantasy world where I gave myself like a fantasy-like outfit and a weapon. Wait a second, does this kind of look like the trash I'm wearing right now? Hold on. Look at it. I have like the kind of like vest-like thing. I have the no-show shoulders under. Oh Jesus, it's like I know myself in the trash that I choose to wear. This was cool. So I kind of entered this contest where we were supposed to draw different Pokemon as like a Alolan Pokemon. So as you probably know, Drowsy doesn't have an Alolan form. This was kind of like my I guess you could call it a Fakemon. This was my attempt at making Drowsy as a ghost type. Yeah, you can probably read that. I can't, but I know that I had like a cool kind of story for him. I thought his design was actually really nice. I think that this would totally be an Alolan type Pokemon. Like, I could literally see them making this a thing. So I'm pretty proud of it, actually. To this day, I still love it, and it's 2 years old. I'm not gonna I really wish I could show these because they're actually kind of good drawings compared to the rest of the sketchbook, but they contain a lot of spoilers. Like, not even just a drawing of a character, like they literally have like notes and stuff on it where I legit like spoil half the story, so literally cannot show you that. This was a monster girl I drew, request I got on Gaia. I think it was kind of cute. The arms I'm especially proud of. But this was very old, and like I said, like I say a lot, my drawings weren't very good back then. So, you know, like, don't be surprised if things are bad. Can't show that. It has spoilers on it. It's like a map for the comic. It's the War Demon world map. Speaking of Fushigi Yugi, I tried to draw Yui. She turned out kind of crappy, though. I mean, she turned out good, but, like, the body was weird, I guess. This was, I think, more recent. Maybe, like, a year ago? Maybe 2 years ago. I don't know. But, like, it was me trying to draw the Berseria cast. I kind of like what I had going on, because I tried to draw a lot of, like, interactions, which I don't do as much. I tried to draw them, like, all doing their own thing, all talking and stuff. It's a lot cooler than just having a bunch of characters standing around like most people do. Rokuro, Chibi. That's almost it for the sketchbook. This sketchbook is kind of like lacking and stuff. I'm sorry I couldn't give you guys a more interesting thing. I just kind of wanted to get a video out there. But now that I do think about it, I will definitely make another video. I'll explain that at the end of this video. There's no point in bringing it up now. So if you guys have never read the webcomic Bastard, yeah, right there, Bastard, it's so good. These are some drawings I made of Manny, one of the characters from Bastard. He's my favorite character by far. He was definitely the highlight of the comic for me. But yeah, I just sort of like took screenshots from the comic and I drew pictures of that. So I can't take credit for these drawings. Actually, this one I can. This one, This drawing here I drew completely from my imagination, so I'm pretty proud of this one because I feel like I captured their style really well. That looks exactly like Munduk, and that looks exactly like Manny. But yeah, these other ones I completely drew from reference. So credit completely to the artist for these. But yeah, this one, I like this one a lot. These were more Manny drawings I did. Again, completely from reference. I feel like my face is getting way too close. Okay. Oh, here I try to critique myself. It says, not a fan of my art style. Needs to be refined and figured out properly. Eyes, body proportions, dynamic poses, expressions, setting, background, and scenery. I guess that was the things I said I needed to work on. But yeah, these were my drawings on this page. That one was kind of cool. He looks like he could be like an evil anime character. Oh, apparently this was 2017, so we're like skipping a year into the future. Oh no, this was kind of cool. Here I kind of tried to take notes, it looks like. So I was kind of trying to tell myself how to draw a leg, although it's not the best, but like you can see I was trying. These I actually really like because I feel like I don't really do a lot of different, how do you even say that? Like, I guess you could say I don't draw the face from this many like angles. Like this angle in specific was really, really good. I always draw kind of like front on or side view or like 3/4 view. I never do like this kind of interesting view. I think out of the entire sketchbook, this actually might be my favorite drawing, which is interesting because I remember not liking it when I first made it. And I believe this is going to be the last page of the sketchbook. So this was Daniel and Edward from the same roleplay that Jade and Kendall were from. But he oh, God damn it, I can't talk. He was from a sort of like prequel of the roleplay that I did as a one-on-one with the captain of the roleplay. And he is the mayor of the city in the current roleplay, who is kind of like his descendant. So it's really interesting. But yeah, that's basically it, actually. I think I promised you guys I would tell you what my next video was going to be. So my next video, I am going to talk about how to make a good character. And I've been wanting to make this video for a very long time, so I hope that you guys look forward to it, and I'm going to try my best to cover it because I feel very strongly about good characters. I don't know. You'll see. You'll see all my opinions and stuff. Yeah, but that's it for this video. Sorry it was kind of lacking in content. I was just trying to kind of get a video out there, even if it was cruddy. I literally... you can see my closet back there. I just went into it like 30 minutes ago when I started making this video. And I just shuffled around looking for a sketchbook to do a quick sketchbook tour. And that was the only one I could find that was complete. So I just went for it. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. And I'm probably going to post that video about making good characters a week from now. If I lack self-control, I might just make it like tomorrow or today even. So I guess don't expect too much. I will definitely release it next week. But I might release it beforehand is what I'm saying. Just don't like expect it tomorrow because I'm not going to promise that. I really should be posting one video a week. Anyway, thanks for watching and bye bye guys. Please subscribe and like below, or like my video and comment below. That's how you say it. I know how to be a YouTuber. Come on, guys. Yeah, bye.